Number 12 is a little bit weird. Don't get too upset if you're confused by it. Let's take a look. They tell us there's 54 children represented in the diagram. And you can tell because they use frequency density that we're talking about a histogram. And the children are split into two equal sized groups, the tall half and the short half. Now we need to calculate an estimate of the difference between the mean heights of the two groups. So that means we have to be able to find the mean of the tall half and the short half and then subtract them. Now the thing is, we can't find very easily a mean using a histogram, but we can find the mean of a grouped frequency table, which is what we use to build a histogram. So let's go backwards and create the grouped frequency table. We're going to call them X, and you can see the class here is 140 to 144. The next class is going to be 144 to 150. The next class is going to be 150 to 160. And then the last class is going to be 156 to 159. Now what I need is the frequencies, and the histogram has frequency densities. But if I remember the formula for finding frequency density, all I've got to do is rewrite it so frequency is by itself, and I can find frequency by multiplying the frequency density times the class width. In this case, it's going to be 4 times 3, that's 12. Now this one I've got a class width of 6, and then the frequency density is 2.5, and each one of these boxes is a 0.2. So if you take a look, it goes up about 2.5, all right? Anyway, I'm going to multiply those together and get 15. The 50 to 56, that's got a class width of 6 and a height of 3.5. And the last class has got a class width of 3 and a height of 2. So now I've got my frequencies. And so to find the mean, well, first I've got to divide it into two groups. Notice how I've got 12 plus 15, that's 27, and 21 plus 6, that's 27. That's my two groups. So now I've got a short half and a tall half. And all I've got to do is find the mean of each one of these halves. And I need to have a middle class value in order to do that. And to find the middle class value, all I do is take the class boundaries and find the average of them, add the two numbers up and divide by 2. So now I'm going to find two averages. We're going to call this group Y, the other group X. So if I take 142 times 12 plus 147 times 15, divide by 27, that's going to give me the mean of the X group. I do the same thing with the Y group using their data. And then all I got to do to answer the question then is find the two means and then subtract them. So in this case, obviously the bigger one's going to be Y. I'm going to take the Y mean and subtract the X mean, and that'll give me the answer to the question. All right, I hope that helped. Thanks for watching.